Mee6 is Discord's most popular bot, with over 21 million servers, but with Mee6's most recent update, the bot has sealed its fate and is heading towards an inevitable downfall. And here's how it happened. Now really, there's no mystery why Mee6 got so popular in the first place. Back when Discord had a whopping total of 10 Discord bots, and Discord bot websites looked like this, Mee6 was actually a really good option. They had a bunch of fun and useful features, and it had a good community behind it. I mean, they use Rick and Morty, of course they're gonna have intellectuals who use this bot. But since this was the early days of Discord, most things grew by word of mouth. And if you have a good community, then people are willing to spread the word of Mee6. This sounds like a religion. That was the recipe for Mee6's success. But as the bot started to grow, cracks started to show. And the co-owners of Mee6, Anis and Brendan, started to show their true colors. So originally, Mee6 was run on donations. You would get the status of an early backer, and you would have early access to exclusive new content and experimental plugins. This was for the diehard Mee6 fans, and all it cost was €3, an absolute steal. But of course, as a Discord bot gets bigger, this becomes unsustainable. So Mee6 introduced a premium plan that was pretty alright. You would have a music plugin, a music quiz, you could record people in VC, which would be great in getting proof that your e-girl is cheating on you with another Discord mod. Juicy gossip. It was perfectly balanced, other than the harsh price tag of $10 a month. And surprisingly, Mee6 listened to community feedback and they reduced their premium price to $5 a month. Not too shabby, but you'll notice there's a little bit of a change. We have a new premium perk called Role Rewards, and this is the first display of Mee6's true colors. Because this Role Rewards feature was initially free, and now they locked it behind a premium paywall. What Mee6 did is they traded some of their good reputation for a little bit of money. And you can do that once in a while. You know, YouTubers with Raid Shadow Legends. But for Mee6, when they got the taste of this nectar, they couldn't stop. And Mee6 started to ravagely look for the next grift. And my god, they hit a ring dinger on the first try, baby. Mee6 released a tweet. They teased their Mee6 NFT, where you could spend money to have the luxury to use this Mee6 profile picture. And of course, this sounds absolutely stupid, because it is. And people were absolutely crapping on Mee6. In fact, there was such a large and immense backlash that if you try going to this tweet, it'll say that sorry, this post has been deleted. What Mee6 did here is they traded a massive portion of their reputation to hop on the NFT grift train, and since convincing people to buy a profile picture of a circle with a whole bunch of crap over it is pretty difficult, Mee6 decided to sell new promises. Like the promise that if you buy this NFT, then you will get free access to the highly anticipated Web3 Mee6 plugins, which allow you to run your own Discord grift server where you could try to pawn off your NFT and steal money from the rich. It turns out that using this Mee6 avatar unlocked something even better, baby. With these Mee6 avatars, you would be part of the next generation, the buzzwords are off the charts here, of community tokens for the 17 million communities that used Mee6. But if you got this NFT profile picture, you would get Mee6 tokens. Mee6 community token platform. It's basically like Patreon, but in Web3. Here's the trick. Community members can also earn money. I give you $5. Somehow, I'm also going to earn money. Now me, I like generating free money out of thin air, and I wanted to buy this Mee6 NFT, but I was too late. Rest in peace, my 3 yachts, my 5 mansions, and of course, my 2 mail-order brides. Yeah, things have gotten really bad for me. But thankfully for me, Mee6 does have my back, because what they've done is just release another NFT. It's that simple. This Mee6 Alpha Elite Pass. They actually called it that, I didn't even notice. This is my Mee6 Sigma Alpha Male Pass. Anyways, things weren't looking good for sales, so what Mee6 did is the impossible. When you use Mee6 and you authorize the Discord bot, you give it access to your email address. Let's just use your email to advertise that you have 1 hour left to claim your Mee6 NFT pass. And the word claim actually means buy. Yeah, you weren't getting this for free. This is a massive no-no. This is unsolicited marketing. At this point, I'm surprised Mee6 didn't even get booted off the platform now. But what they did is they traded a little bit of their reputation in hopes to earn just a little bit more money on their Mee6 Sigma Alpha Male Pass. And really, Mee6 needed to recover. They put their boots on the ground and they started working on their NFT system and NFT pass. They were trying for this future that they promised you. Hello, everyone. Oh, yep, you already know where we're going. There was an announcement about the Mee6 NFT pass. They've been hard at work to release the Web3 plugins. But the unfortunate thing is that the demand for these plugins has dramatically decreased with the ongoing crypto winter. Oh, things are not looking good for Mee6. Basically, basically they paused development of any future Web3 plugins. So you know when Mee6 was talking about their Mee6 tokens that would allow community members to also earn money? Well, that's gone. Mee6 betrayed their customers. People spent their money on broken promises. And in fact, people like Zach XBT, who looks at crypto scammers and NFT scammers, even he said that this Mee6 NFT was a soft rug. At this point, Mee6's reputation was past zero. They traded in all their reputation for $3 million. A $3 million scam. Yet Discord did absolutely nothing, and Mee6 continued with the grifts. Because what's popular right now? Artificial intelligence, baby, because right around the corner, Mee6 released their Mee6 AI features. They're hopping and riding that AI money train, baby. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think many people actually bought Mee6's AI stuff because you could just use ChatGPT or like DALL-E for free, and Mee6's reputation was zero. So Mee6 actually tried building back up their reputation. They added a couple new features. I made a video saying that things were looking good, and they released a feature called automations that had a whole bunch of potential. But then I had a viewer reach out to me. So I go on my no text-to-speech account, I look at Mee6, and I mean, there's a couple new features, but then I realize I've done the wrong thing, because this is how my Mee6 looks on my Discord account that's used Mee6 before. So I add Mee6 to a new server on an alt account, and I go to the Mee6 dashboard, and there's quite a stark difference here. You see that there's a little bit of an issue. Every single feature, it seems like, is premium, but moderator, what are they even thinking? Now let me make it clear. Moderation is like the most important part of a Discord bot. It is like the engine of a car, and it's now premium. But maybe this is a bug, because Mee6 cannot be this stupid. And it turns out the user that showed me this also contacted Mee6 to see, is this a bug? And they in fact got a very canned response from a Mee6 support representative that basically said that, yes, sometimes, you know, free features can become premium, sucks to suck, go f yourself. Mee6 making moderation behind premium is intentional, and it is going to lead to their downfall. But here's the thing, the downfall of Mee6 is not going to be overnight, because like I showed you before, on my no text-to-speech account, I am able to access moderator as if nothing happened at all. And it seems like it's like that because I'm grandfathered into the plan. Because I'm an old Mee6 user, I'm still able to use this stuff. However, with any new users that want to use Mee6, they're unable to use moderator. Unless, of course, they're smart and they watch my videos. Because here's the thing, I cannot access moderator. It is a premium feature that I need to unlock, but bypass epic gamerness, you go to the URL bar, but you just add in /moderator, you press enter, and ladies and gentlemen, I now have moderator active on my Discord server, even though it's a premium feature. Mee6 is gonna sue me. I need to get a lawyer like right now before I release this video. But genuinely speaking, with everything being premium, people are gonna stop using this bot. So that's why I want to show you the light, free Discord bots. If you want a Discord moderation bot and you're willing to tinker around with it, Sapphire, absolutely brilliant. But if you don't know what you're doing with Discord bots, use something like Dino. It is really simple. It's kind of like Mee6, but with a lot more free stuff. If you want leveling on your Discord server, use Arcane or Amari bot. And if you want tickets, just use Ticketsbot. It's pretty gosh darn nice. Now, I'll have all these bots linked in the description, as well as a website called alternativestomee6.com if you want something that's a little more text-based and less of me just telling and showing you things. Now, I do want to point out that there is nothing wrong with having a premium plan on a Discord bot. They need to make money, and really with Mee6, it's actually kind of a good deal for a handful of people. If your Discord server is going to make a whole bunch of money, spending $90 for just a premium bot for lifetime is good. Or if you're a massive business that makes millions of dollars a year, this is literally chump change. But regardless of that, I would still be careful with giving Mee6 your money, specifically with their lifetime plan, because this lifetime plan is only going to last as long as Mee6. And considering Mee6 rugged their $3 million NFT project, they should have the money, but since they're making almost every single feature on the plan at premium, it sounds like they're running out of money. So this lifetime plan might just be a gamble. That's all I got with Mee6 for now. If you want to get a lot more of the Mee6 lore, I'll have a little playlist in the YouTube card thing that shows up. Anyways, bye-bye. I love you.